Doing his hair. He only ever does this just to prove a point. Just because I've got no hair. Look, I've got my head upside down.
You missed the potato head.
Don't you start. Right, afternoon, everybody. Everybody watching live, or you're watching it on repeat. It's day 2. We've got to keep the energy up today, Mike. Day 1 was such an amazing day. I don't know about you, but it just went on to the early hours of the morning. Post videos, baking cakes. Mike, I don't know, one of the things I think we've got to have next year's AP week is our own bake-off. We've got to have our own celebrity AP bake-off. I think that's an absolute. The cakes were amazing yesterday. And actually, one of our guests today, Mr. Stuart Griffith, who's going to join us in a second, he baked some cookies, I believe. So we'll ask him in a second. And our other guest, Killian, who's coming on, who you're going to intro, we'll ask him about his baking capabilities or his cooking capabilities, and he can tell us that as well. So look, we've got to keep that energy up. We've really got to, we're starting day 2, or we're rounding off day 2, I should say, with, again, like we did yesterday. We're going to have a quick look back at what happened yesterday, a quick look at what's happened so far today, and then remind you about what's going on this week as well. So Mike, what was your highlight from yesterday? What sort of things did you see on the post from yesterday?
Just all the positive comments, like people celebrating the teams, shout outs for, stuff. People have been going through some tough times. Obviously it's a bit of a blowout, people having fun. It's great. But I think it's important to recognize that it hasn't been easy. In a lot of our members have been through some big projects and they've had some big challenges as well. So it's just really encouraging to see the celebration element of our community coming together, and also, people from the edge of our community starting to get involved. It's really nice to see that as well. So yeah, that was my highlight from yesterday.
Yeah, totally. I'm with you. I think yesterday it's always great. We say we make the internet go blue. It really does. We get a bit of grief. People say, "What's all this posting of accounts payable? Why is it important?" Well, it's important to us. It's important to our industry. We get very limited time to shine. This is our time to shine. This is our year to shine. But actually, yesterday was just an amazing start to the week. We had, Stuart will tell you in a second, the likes of CEOs, CFOs, COOs taking photos, get involved in the community, cake baking, videos, shout outs. We just had it all yesterday. And you know what? It's carried on today in Ernst. We have had so much content, so many people getting involved. We've had pets getting involved. We've had people dressing pets up in a good way. Cats, dogs, you name it. Haven't seen any goldfish yet, but we've had literally everything. And that's the whole beauty about Accounts Payable Appreciation Week. We are, actually the backbone of most organizations. We work exceptionally hard. And a lot of the time, we're not probably recognised as much as we should do, and we could do. So this is our week. This is where we celebrate. It's global as well. Looking forward to the rest of this week. We've got an international panel tomorrow. So we've got the likes of Mary Schaefer, Mandy Jenkins, a whole plethora of guests tomorrow. So it should be a great one tomorrow as well. But before we go on, let's introduce our guests for today. So I'm going to bring them in from the green room, if that's the right terminology. So firstly in Stuart, and secondly in Killian. Mike, do you want to introduce both guests to our show today, please?
Yes, certainly. Gentlemen, welcome. We're really pleased to have you join us. Thank you for taking the time out of your day. Killian McCarthy, one of our partners, Softco. Loads going on with us this year. We've been working with Dara and Paul and the team. We're really glad to have you with us. We'll come to you in a sec. Stuart, obviously long-time supporter. You're not wearing a fancy dress, mate. Come on now. What's going on?
No fancy dress today. I think my friend the Count, he's still lying down in that office if you've seen the picture. Yeah.
So yeah, really good to have you with us. Jamie, I forget what the running order is.
Yeah, look, as always, it's only day 2, Killian. What can I say? We're day 2 in, and he's already forgot what he's supposed to be talking about. So let's talk a little bit about Softco, Killian, if we could. You're going to be with us live in Birmingham on Thursday. So Stuart, and we're going to talk about Stuart's panel. You've got an expert panel that you're talking through. So Killian, do you mind telling us a little bit about Softco and what the plan is for Thursday? Joining us on for a sort of a coffee and an interactive session during Thursday's live summit.
Yeah, no, listen, great to be part of the show, guys, and great to be part of AP Week, the accounts payable teams and personnel across the globe are certainly the world we live in, and we really appreciate an opportunity to work with you guys and look forward to Thursday. As regards Softco, we are a global leader in accounts payable automation. We're headquartered here in Dublin, and we've offices across the UK and the US and Finland and Nordic region. AP is our bread and butter, so to speak. That's everything we do. Talk, sleep is all about accounts payable. Purchase to pay then extends obviously into that in finance, but that's one of our key mainstream areas that we focus on. And we've worked with Mary, and we've worked with some of your influencers in the past, Caroline Adams. So we have a real affinity for the AP world, and it's something we thrive on. We have many customers globally, and we've many customers in the UK and many staff working here in Ireland and the UK, but customers in the UK would range from down as low as customers such as Primark, Superdry, which would be big retail clients, and they have large AP teams. And then we've got some large in the financial services with Bridgepoint. So we've got a range of customers. The funny thing about AP is every vertical you go to, and I think Stuart will probably agree with me on this, is the AP problems are always the same. There might be subtleties in the vertical, but everybody feels the same pain. And we generally see that across the board. So it's about helping everyone in AP and making that life a lot more streamlined. We're really seeing huge success with new projects we've delivered recently. We're getting what we call auto match, so straight through processing. So invoices coming through, matching to the invoice and to the goods receipt, and trying to do that in a streamlined, automated process. So we've results recently as high as 83% with a customer after 2 or 3 months going live. And what that means for AP is they get to focus on the problems and focus on the issues, as opposed to, I read your blog there this morning of a lady who was saying her story in AP where she was set the daunting task of a non-PO process and a non-PO problem. And meanwhile, she was promoted to shared service manager and all of that type of stuff for 120,000 invoices. Our goal is to remove all the mundane tasks out of AP and empower AP with the correct information, so that you can basically, like, AP gets, I suppose, not the credit it deserves, and it's Stuart will definitely be on my team here, because they feed the business so much information, and it's seen as a back office function, but it's one of the most critical back office functions, and they really need to be empowered to show the business the information they can provide and the value they can provide to business. And here at Softco, that's one of our key mantras. And when you meet the AP people, you have to tell them how important they are to the business, because some people in certain businesses don't give them the credit they deserve, and that's kind of where we try and play.
That's certainly true. I mean, you're going to be unpacking we've got a panel session on Thursday in Birmingham. There's a couple of tickets left for those. If you want a ticket to Thursday and you've not already signed up, links down below. Usual jazz. But yeah, you've got yourself, Dara, and the team come in, and you're going to be on a panel unpacking business resilience and technology as a strategy piece. We've got a breakout workshop that we're going to be running. You're going to be running throughout the day for people who want to maybe drill down and ask you some specific questions. So lots to get involved with, and yeah, thank you for your support at the conference.
Yeah, and look, I think one of we've a number of customers and opportunities we're working at the moment where people are struggling to build a business case because it's seen as a back office function. How can you make it better? And we really want to get stuck into how do we build a business case around AP automation, and what value can that bring to AP. And AP landscape has changed dramatically in the last 2 years with everybody working from home, and the concept of receiving post in the inbox and dropping it up to finance. Those days are long gone. So you're trying to provide people with the most streamlined platform of working, and also facilitating remote working, remote approvals. That's the way the world has gone, and it's not going to change. And we have to continue to live in that world and continue to serve that purpose in AP, and also serve the business in that function, so that everybody gets the best possible outcome.
Well,
so look, Mike, let me pick that up there. So look, either you went to the AP school of the right words to say, Killian, or you've been in this a long time, because you'll have both. Okay, yeah. So you've had Stuart nodding on the head. You'll have lots of viewers and listeners nodding away. You're right. We're the backbone. We're very unrecognised. And again, I wanted to bring Stuart in, if that's okay at this point, because Stuart is actually going to be hosting a panel during the live session. Stuart's one of our most influential characters and sits on the top 100 influencers within the association. And it's one of those where, and you mentioned a couple of people that you've worked with, Killian. The reality is in accounts payable and procure to pay or transactional finance, really trust the people who are doing the job. People who are in the industry, have worn the t-shirt, got the battle scars. Stuart's a great advocate. Not only is he currently in a large organization running a really successful AP team, he's been in all these organizations previously. So Stuart, Killian, I know you'll get to know each other and get to meet each other live on Thursday. Let's bring Stuart into the conversation. So Stuart, firstly, for those who don't know who you are, and I'm sure many people, you're more famous than myself and might put together now, introduce yourself if you don't mind, young man, and then tell us a little bit about your panel.
Yeah, so I'm Stuart Griffith. I'm the payments manager here at Bioproducts Laboratory. We're a pharmaceutical company based in Elstree, Bournemouth, southeast of England. And I'm going to be hosting my first panel, so I'm really excited about that. And it's about the AP function and sustainability. 100% know about AP function, maybe 85% good on sustainability as well. But I know that we need to get rid of paper. And actually, one of the funny things is, I think Killian touched on it about post and all the rest of it. There's still people sending in invoices in the post. Seriously. I can't believe it. And some of these companies are sending them in the post. Very large companies, let me tell you. I'm just thinking, this is madness in this day and age. People still posting invoices. And after the pandemic and everything, still posting stuff, ridiculous. Just unbelievable. And the price of stamps as well. Oh, my God. Anyway, yeah. So that's my over. And yeah, really looking forward to Thursday. The panel is going to be exciting. I've got a great panel of experts. And yeah, really excited about that. So, and actually seeing people in the flesh, face to face for the first time in a long time. It's going to be great.
Brilliant, thanks, Stuart. And look, what we normally do at this point of the proceedings or the show, whatever you want to call it, we normally sort of show some of the shout outs, if it's okay with everybody. So I'm going to share my screen. Killian, this is where we have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a joke. And the guy to your left or right, whichever way you're looking at the screen, he's been one of the main characters of the last day or two. So let me share my screen if it allows me to. Let's see whether I can bring up my screen. Can you all see that? Hopefully you can. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so as Mike said, if you've not already registered your interest to get involved in the week, where have you been? Come on, get on it. ap-association.com. Look under the events tab. Underneath there, you've got AP Week 2022. You've got the Wall of Appreciation. Then you've got the Summit. The Summit is what we've just been talking about. That's the live day on the 19th, which is Thursday. And there are a couple of tickets left, but we are, literally at capacity generally. We've got 3 expert panels. Stuart's leading one, Rachel Long's running another, and then Kat Moy and Gemma Durham from Tarmac are running the other panel. And then we've got our sponsors and our partners who are going to be doing workshops and debating throughout the day. And then in the afternoon, if that's not enough, we've got the wonderful Brad Burton who's going to be joining us, who's going to be taking us through a new concept called AP Lifemaker. And again, definitely one not to be missed. If you do miss it and you can't attend for whatever reason, we are doing a live stream of that session for probably 15 minutes to half an hour around 2 p.m. on the day. So you get to see Brad in action and you'll get me at the front. I'll be, I don't know, his guinea pig, whatever that means. So you never know, I might be able to give a bit of expertise and a bit of a view as well. So let me go on to Wall of Appreciation. This is where we get a bit of fun, Killian. So if this works, it should do. There we go. There we go. It's loaded up now. So what this is, again, effectively, anybody who's listening into live or you're watching it on demand, if you want to get involved in the week, it's really simple. As the link says below, if you post a video, content, a shout out, a picture, whatever it is, as long as you use the hashtag APA Week 2022, use that in your post somewhere. We will pick it up, and then what we'll do is we'll post it on the wall of appreciation. So this goes out viral to our sort of UK and global community. And what it's worth doing now is just giving a specific few shout outs during the show. So we've got things like, here we go. This is from Daniel Saunders. As you can see, his cat got involved. So accounts payable, hashtag APA week. Not sure what the cat's name is. Daniel, if you're watching, let us know. We've got, there's some bacon here. I don't know who's those from. So this is where I say, Killian, this is Stuart's effort of being on the bake-off. So go on then, tell me what's on there. Is that sausage rolls?
So the sausage rolls was made by a member of my team, Tola. The only thing is you need to zoom in because it says APA, like pricked in there. So I thought that was very good, very tasty. I had to add some fruit in because obviously the brownies are highly sugar content. Special recipe from my days at Green and Black's Chocolate, maybe Green and Black's Chocolate. Everybody, I'm on my second batch. I had to do a second batch. I was requested to make a second batch. So I bought another load in today. I've given them out. They're all gone already. And they want me to come back tomorrow. They're that good. This is the cost of a fortune this week, I tell you.
Well, look, I mean, if that's not good enough, Stuart, do you want to explain this one? Now, Killian, you need to understand what this is all about. So this is, I assume, some sort of boardroom table at your place, Stuart, and this is you dressed up as what's called the Count. Go on, tell the audience and Killian what this is all about.
Okay, so the Count paid a visit to Bioproducts Laboratory, but unfortunately, he came to see his friend Richard Gray, who's somewhere in the pictures in on the wall, and he was a day early, it turns out. So he decided to wait. And that's him having a little nap while he waited. I think he had been on the Richard's brandy in the bottom drawer, but such is life.
And again, so you've got like you Richard, you've got him, so you've got the COO who joined you in your celebration, Stuart. Loving the AP mug, loving your posters. You've got your CFO who got involved, I believe.
CFO Mike, loving it.
And you can see, Killian, what we do is obviously the whole purpose of AP Week is to have a little bit of a celebration, a little bit of lightheartedness. But actually, you can see, Stuart just seems to take over the airways. This is his time. He loves 51 weeks of the year. He just prepares for this. He buys cakes, he bakes cakes, he dresses up for the week. Nothing gets paid, by the way. So if any of your suppliers are looking to get paid this week, nothing's happening.
There's no payment run this week, no.
But you know what? Stuart, hats off to you. Categorically, hats off to you. You make our AP week. We all smile when we see you. Let's do a few of the shout outs. So we've got the team here at Daniel Saunders at Waltham Forest Council. They got involved earlier. The head of service also was there. So an excellent turnout. Posters, cakes. They even had a ceremonial cutting of the cake. Reminded me of a wedding, but absolutely. Thank you, Daniel and the team there. They're excellent to get involved. Look, this is why we're going to do a bake-off. This is Daniel's efforts at a cake that he brought in today. Everybody's getting involved. Shannon, who we spoke about there, she baked a cake yesterday from Breeden. And I don't know if you saw it, Stuart, but it was an amazing
top drawer.
Amazing. Yeah. We've got the wonderful Heather. She just takes it to another level. Minions. This, I don't know whether this is in her office, in a bedroom. I don't know where this is. But, Heather's renowned and known for being Mrs. Minion or Mrs. AP. Her whole philosophy is about making AP fun. And Heather, you absolutely make it fun for us all. Look, again, my wife said, look, should we get our nails done? So I decided to get my nails done. It's washed off now. That's the wife. She went out and got her nails done. I don't know whether I'm going to expense that. Am I allowed to expense that, Stuart? Is that how it works?
No, I don't think so. No.
Killian, am I allowed to? You'll know this surely from your technical expertise. And surely I can get the wife's nails through the expenses. There's a yes. Look, a yes from Killian. And this is a guy that's interesting for us. So the very first time we ever did a live conference way back in 2017 in Birmingham, this guy, Michael Ryan, was our compere, our MC. And he's coming along. He's flying in from Dublin. So he may be even on the flight with you, Killian, when he comes over. He's a lovely guy, larger than life character. The problem with Michael, as I told him earlier, was look, you're in the audience this time. You're not got the microphone, so we just got to guard the mic. You give Michael the mic, or Mike the Michael, and you don't see the mic for forever and a day. But lovely guy, really entertaining. Looking forward to Michael joining us. Here's a throwback, Mike. This is before your time. That was the old mug and the new mug. Killian, again, if you want to do car boot sales, or you want to do eBay and make yourself a few pound on the side, this is where it's all at. It's the AP. I love AP mugs. The old one to the left, this is from Tony Lawrenson. That was the original one we started with. Now it's on brand. I love AP. These mugs are like gold dust. I believe there might be a few there live on Thursday. Stuart, have you still got yours?
I've had many requests, and I'm scared to put this in the cupboard now because it might get nicked. So I need a case. If you can please supply me one.
A case, there you go. Okay.
Management.
Another couple of shout outs. So yeah, there's the lovely team at Waltham Forest again outside their beautiful building. So they even got outside today and celebrated all things AP. We'll do a few more if that's okay. We've got loads and loads and loads. The wonderful team at here we go. We'll do a shout out to Angela and the team here. If I can just click through, there we go. So Angela Mitchell and the excellent team that she manages. So she manages the AP and AR. Really got involved today. Posters, word searches. So dress the office up. You name it, they got in. And Angela's a brand new member of ours, and she's really taken to like a duck to water. I can see her on a trajectory to get in that influencer community. She really loves it. She's getting her regional AP teams all involved. So well done, Angela and the team there. A couple more if I can before we jump back. What else have we got here? We've got loads and loads of shout outs. Kat Moy shouting out to the team at Truckstar that you're all rock stars. Collaborating with you every day makes a joy and a privilege. We've got the team over at, in the US, Mandy Jenkins. Shout out to the AP and purchasing team at Interdigital. Thank you for all the hard work and making my job as boss lady very easy, or easier. Just loads and loads and loads of stuff. It keeps trawling through. Another one from Heather. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen at that point.
Can I just add something on that? That whole screen of appreciation, all those photos and everything, it's so inspiring because we're all about raising the profile of AP. And I can tell you now, all the posters that I've put up, and I've just come from the canteen, and I had engineers coming up to me going, what's this AP all about? And we've got an intranet, and I've done the same as I've seen on the LinkedIn and whatever on our intranet, and it's been so well received. It's just it's inspiring. It's all worthwhile. Basically, all the effort we're putting in, and I just say to people, keep doing what we're doing because we will raise the profile of this organisation, of what we do, and businesses will start thinking, oh, okay, yeah, we can add value in so many different ways. 100%.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I think, and what Killian said earlier, the point about, we're probably the most unrecognised or unloved and unrecognised and sometimes unsupported function and industry. And if I look back at the sort of 5-6 years we've been running the association and the growth of the association has been immense. We're globally now known as the trade body for all things payables. That could never have happened without people like you, Stuart, and actually organisations such as Softco, because you're on the front line, you're dealing with clients day in, day out. You see the pains and the pressures people go through. And our job is to bring our community together, which I think we do a good job at. I did a bit of a shout out yesterday to our team. We work so hard in the background to try and bring these things together. But again, Killian, you must speak to AP people around the world. Is it the same issue? People feeling a bit unsupported, unloved, and these sort of things do help?
Absolutely. The thing about it is like you said, across industries, AP problems and AP, I suppose, lack of love, if you want to call it, Jamie, is certainly felt across Europe, but very much in the US as well. And the US would be a very big market for us. And you mentioned earlier on there, Stuart, about getting invoices coming through on the post. In the US, payments actually, ironically enough, was very much completed by check in the US, and that's a massive pain point for them over there as well. But yes, absolutely, all the challenges are the same across verticals, across geographical space. And look, I think when you meet people and you're able to articulate what you think they're experiencing, it's they really gravitate towards kind of that you understand their world, and as a result, it leads to, from our point of view, successful implementations and turning a manual tedious processes into very good automated processes where the AP team then go, okay, this was worthwhile. And it was like, because any of these environments, to turn them around from arduous processes into an automated process is a project, it's a process, and it's a cultural change in a way of working. And I think coupled with that, with COVID and all the things that go with that, everybody's had to readapt and reinvigorate their ways of working and think outside the box a bit. And we're seeing huge interest in this thing, but I think that's AP was in the background a lot in the past. I think with the pandemic, everybody's kind of seeing the value of AP and that the importance of AP. So I think if anything positive has come from COVID, it's going to give AP a platform to grow and be more recognized and give it the more important function that it deserves to be.
Yeah, I agree with you, Killian. And you know, I've agreed to actually come on one of your leaders' podcast with your CEO. And I know that Softco are big supporters in the sporting arena. And I know that you do a leaders series of interviews and you go through everything from, you know, top coaches in the industry, in football, rugby, cricket and whatever. Stuart, yeah. I know you're a big gym goer, a big fan of the gym. I think you're back in the gym now, training hard.
Back in the gym, spinning is winning, as they say. It's
spinning is winning. There you go.
Amazing. I'm telling you.
No, look, Stuart, you shouldn't have said that. Look, we don't mind you dressing up in the count, but seeing you in cycling shorts, spinning away in the morning, that's another level. But you know what? But again, yeah. So going back to the point with yourself, Killian. So we've agreed to do the leader series and be interviewed by your CEO. Should be great because we're doing something similar. So we're kicking off a new leader series in our AP TV format. And we want to talk to people like coaches, leaders in all different industries, not just specifically in accounts payable, because actually what makes a great leader is across the board. It doesn't matter whether you're in sport, business, whatever. You've got the same skills, the same desire, and you surround yourself with good people. That's how a good leader thinks. So we're kicking that series off very soon. That'll be coming, you know, out sort of probably June time when we'll start that series. And I know people like Stuart will be first in line to get onto that leader series as well. And it'd be great to do the replication there and maybe get your CEO on as well, Killian, and have a chat about, you know, what it's like to run the business and also keep you all motivated because, you know, whilst you're doing all these global events and sort of running global customers, it's about the motivation. It's about keeping you interested in your community. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. Mike, you've been really quiet. Any words from yourself?
Well, one, apart from I need a new broadband supplier. By the look of it, I went a bit like Max Headroom there for a bit, so I had to reset the camera. But you talk about recognition. We're really pleased to have been nominated for an award, and that's you know, testament to the community at large. Actually, Jamie, do you want to talk about that just for a moment before we wrap up?
Yeah, look, you know, he dropped this on me, Killian and Stuart, yesterday. So we were in the background. We were nominated from our partners over in the background, Gen CFO, new relationship. Gen CFO are an amazing network of predominantly senior C-suite FD CFOs. They've been going an awful long time, you know, 15 years plus, I think, you know, from memory. Now, the challenge they face ultimately is they've got this huge network of CFOs and FDs, and they've got to make it real. So it's not just about networking with other CFOs and FDs. It's actually understanding what industry is doing. So for us to be not only recognised in their sphere, but also in that really important area of training provider of the year, that's a huge kudos for us. You know, we've been going, this will be our 6th year as a commercial business, as a commercial association. We work with the likes of partners in the US, and there are partners and there are people in the UK that have come and gone over the years and they've tried to do things that we've done and we've tried, and it is very, very challenging, very difficult, especially, Stuart will tell you, in an industry which you don't get budgets given to you when you're an AP manager. You have to go fight it. You have to create budgets. So for us, not only to support our management and our community at large, not only to get a budget in the first place, to keep the budget, to expand the budget, to train people, the whole membership idea is huge. So yeah, so I am absolutely the moon. Usually I'm the first one to be shouting about this, but I had to ask for permission from Chris and the team yesterday. They gave us permission, by the way. Yeah, so we've been not only nominated, but we've now been shortlisted for Training Provider of the Year. And we are up against, you know, the who's who. It's ACCA sponsored event. So Stuart, you'll be glad to see and hear that we're nationally getting recognised now for a training provider.
we all know development is the way forward, you know, and if you've got that growth mindset, you know, AP is evolving. You need to move with the times, you need to learn, you need to grow. So, you know, you guys, the whole point of the association is to support us in that. And I think for me, you know, putting some of my team through it and me going through some of the APAM course is fantastic. And so, yeah, you know, training is a must. And I think as we evolve, you know, you're going to continue to support us in many different ways in terms of education. So long may it last, and congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, look, again, very often, you know, we have our own awards. We reward people such as Stuart and others in our industry. So it is nice to be known as now one of the leading training providers in what we do. You know, we're really proud of it. We spent a long time developing that. And then, as you know, Stuart and Killian, you may be aware that we've now decided to invest very heavily in the education part of our business. We're bringing a new full-time tutor in, and we've got an educational team that support us. And the one thing I want to say about that, you know, it's very important that you bring people in who've done the job, not people who can read textbooks and you know, read, you know, what AP best practice should be. People have been there, done that, run teams, run large teams, and also are in the cutting edge. So they've done it in the most recent of times, not people who have done it 30, 40 years ago, such as me. And guess what? I'm a trainer. I try and help people as well along the way sometime, but I have to go back into industry every so often and keep myself up to date. So yeah, absolutely over the moon with that nomination also to be shortlisted. So it's in June, I think, Mike. Thank you, Stuart. In June, you never know. Killian, I don't know whether you've got a big fan base. Can you get the Softco teams behind us? I don't know whether it's voting by poll. We've got thousands of our members. We'll all get them. We'll get some sort of petition. Let's see if we can get us to win. I don't know, but it's the taking part that's most important, the recognition.
We'll certainly support you, Jamie. Anything we can do to help, we'll certainly. I mean, it's great to be involved, and as I said, we're looking forward to Thursday and do the breakout session and working with the likes of Stuart and Mike, who you mentioned earlier on. So, and as I said, we've many of our customers in the UK are part of your association, and we've done some work, I think, with Caroline Adams, who's done some work with you guys in the past as one of your top 100 influencers as well. So self and Caroline are on a good first name basis. We're talk to each other regularly, let's say.
Yeah, and it's funny, Mike mentioned, so Caroline at the moment, he's working as a consultant to a large pet organization. She's bringing the AP manager along with her because, you know, she's known us of old. She's going to get them involved in the community. She knows the association really well. She's been with us a few years. So she's going to, well, not only get them as members, hopefully, but also get involved in our certification, our award-winning certifications. So thank you, Caroline, if you're listening or watching. You've always been an avid sponsor and supporter of the association. So, yeah, she'll be there on the day. She's traveling up from sunny Devon, right down south of the coast. So she's got a bit of a distance to come to sunny Birmingham. So we're looking forward to that. Look, we're coming to sort of just over the 30-minute mark. Killian, you've been an absolute pleasure to have on with us today. Really looking forward to your session live on Thursday and your involvement not only in the panel, but the sort of the session you have with the audience during the lunch break. Stuart, as always, but by the way, we've got to be delicate with him, Killian, on the Thursday. It's his first panel. You'd think he's confident with the dressing up, but it's his first panel, so we're going to look after him.
What are you going to dress up as coming there is the question.
Well, sorry?
What are you going to dress up as on Thursday is the question.
No. You only get me, I'm afraid.
Not good enough. Not good enough. And you know what? Your mentor, your supporter and mentor will be in the room as well, Brad Burton. Mike, any final words from yourself before we close for today?
Big thank you to all of our sponsors this week and for the conference. It's important just to underline, we've got a whole community management team that sit behind myself and Jamie. All of the content that all of our partners such as Softco and others create as resources, they're free. You can go and learn about how to do business better, loads of resources. Get involved in our hub. If you're not, it's simple. Sign up, put your company business email in, put your details in. You'll get a newsletter every week. Stay connected to what we're doing and benefit from the insight of industry experts such as Softco and our influencer community, because they're always posting on the AP forum, LinkedIn page, and our corporate homepage. So yeah, just a big plug for Paige and our team who run that for us. And we're going to be working closely with Dara and Paul at Softco to get all of their content out. Obviously, the Leaders Live series and other things. And we might even see them at the conference in October. We don't know yet.
There you go. There's your open invite, Killian. So get your sponsorship, get your CEO's checkbook out. Let's get some sponsorship. But no, look, it's been a pleasure to have you today. Looking forward to meeting you on Thursday. We'll have a cake and a coffee. Stuart, as always, thank you for taking the time today. Looking forward to Thursday. I know you got something planned for us on Friday as well, so we'll look forward to that as well. Mike, as always, thank you for being my co-host. We'll sign out to that point of view. Thanks, gents, and we'll see you all again live tomorrow at 2:00. Cheers, chaps.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Bye.